State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field, putting it into trouble, and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
He'll pull it on the read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Slade. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bruins! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Penn State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Turning it on! Pass the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown! The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
With the catch, it's Potts. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Keeps looking downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! UCLA will go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. They're going back to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Blade. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Looking for the time with the extra point.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with it.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The quick out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability to stop and to run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Was the pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to pass. It's Gaudet. And he was hit just. Releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Looking for a man. It's Godet. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete on the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their hit.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Scanning the field, it's Godet. Steps away. Throwing on the run. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. The ball's free. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score.
Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Kane. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback and down he goes at the 24. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball and they are ready to go again. To the air on 2nd down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Godet. Finds a tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit.
Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Madden. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Makes the catch. It's Ben. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Using his legs, it's Moon. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Godet. That's reeled in. It's Ben. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Down to the 36-yard. And some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always
got room on the return. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Bruins can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Blade. They stop him almost immediately. A short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll do it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Godet. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. And he's got his man along the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Now on the option. Quarterback on the keeper. The give on the option. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing.
Trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Got room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. trying to pick up a first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Madden. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. Right down the boulevard, it's good. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon.